Hi, it's Ernie Live coming to you from the cast party for Fun Home. We're right here in Houston. It just opened tonight. I'm here with Walt.
Ziprian.
Good old Walt's here with me. What we're doing tonight is even more special than usual. As you ask questions on this Facebook Live feed, we're going to enter your name in the fishbowl, and before the night's over, one of you is going to win a pair of tickets to come and see Fun Home. Free of charge. Just come. I see two very excited people next to me. Walt, do you have name tags ready?
I have name tags.
What's that?
I do. I have name tags.
So here it is. First, the star of the show, Kate Shindle is here. Hello, Kate. Oh, did you rip her name?
Oh no, we've had a name tag malfunction already.
Oh my, it's going to be a night. There you go. Kate is officially here. Kate pays Allison. She is the narrator of the story and the subject of the story, and a whole lot more. We'll tell you what that's all about in a minute. But we also have the man who makes it all possible. The producer, one of the producers of the show, is right here with us, Mike Isaacson.
Hello, I'm so happy. Walt, were you up all night doing these? Like, this is pretty amazing. You are. And you actually spelled my name right. That actually doesn't happen often, so thank you, Walt.
I'm smart that way.
Look at
I looked at
I
the
like
program.
that we sort of create a microphone bank for Mike, like he's giving a press conference. Makes
What
me
I
feel
like
good.
is both of us are doing that. I'm holding it.
Yeah.
So, Kate, we're just going to sit back and let them talk.
So, what do you think about the show?
Okay, so first of all, one complaint we get about this show that we do here is we never explain what the show is about that we just saw. Well, we just saw Fun Home, and I think probably the best way to say it's a coming-of-age story. How would you describe it?
See, I knew you were going to do that. I knew you were going to say, we need to tell you what the show's about. What's the show about, Kate? So I think it's about a lot of things. It's about, I always say it's about a family that looks perfect on the outside, even to the extent that Dad meticulously restores vintage real estate and furniture and antiques and things like that. But on the inside of the family, there are a lot of things that they need to talk about and they don't talk about.
Yeah.
And I believe that our show is about a woman who has gotten to the age that her father was when he died and is looking back, trying to piece together clues of what happened in her family so that she can understand her past and move into her future.
Mike, you were responsible for allowing us all to see this story.
One of the people responsible, but yes.
Why is it important for you to be telling this story?
You know, I've been very fortunate to, like Kate, have a career being a part of new Broadway musicals. And I can tell you what one common element that always of any successful Broadway musical is that somehow as you watch it, as an audience member, you know these people had to tell the story.
Yeah.
Had to do it. And Fun Home has that kind of power. It's like West Side Story. It's like South Pacific. There's just something so honest and real about it. And it's been that way. It's had that quality literally from its very early development when the authors, Lisa Crone and Janine Tesori, were developing it. It just had this life and it needed to be, and I know it sounds kind of treacly, but it was, and we were this show that was never supposed to happen. This will never work, don't do this, and it worked, and then we got it off Broadway and then to Broadway and now this national tour, and audiences respond to that power. It's a very, very sort of primal thing.
We talk about that all the time, about how often producers, nothing against your kind, are always trying to copy what was the biggest hit that just happened, when really the ones that become the next hit are what you never expected to be, because it's something unique and different. It's the next step.
If you look at the list of the top 10 running Broadway musicals, each one of them, or the most successful in history, you're talking Chorus Line, you're talking West Side Story, you're even talking Cats, that when you looked at that idea on a piece of paper, you went, that's insane, don't do that. You're exactly right.
Yeah.
And it's because the writers and everyone who put it together were really compelled to do something.
All right, tell... Oh, we're telling...
Wow, this is so subtle.
I told you. You like
Tell them to ask
questions. Do you want to win tickets to see Fun Home? All you have to do is ask us a question. Any of us, preferably them, and we will enter them into the drawing. We've got one name, so we've got a winner already.
Yay.
If you want to make it a little harder for them to win, ask a question. When did you first become aware of the show? How early on did you come into it?
Well, Wow. Okay, so we're talking in 2017, and
I love the way he dated this for us.
no, seriously, you have to go back. I think it began in like 2013. I went to a reading, which is, when people are trying to get their musicals produced.
So you were there from the ground floor, not after the off-Broadway.
Well,
or any of
Janine
that.
and Lisa had been working to it at a point, and then they were ready to sort of show it. So they had gone to the Sundance Festival and worked at it out there and things. And then we did a reading, and it's very different from what it is now in many ways. But even at that point, we had Ring of Keys and Changing My Major, some songs and some moments where you were just overwhelmed by the beauty of it.
Yeah.
And it was like this, I'm sure you've felt this. I'm sure you've felt this. There's moments in your life where there was a moment where, okay, you say you're a producer, you better go prove it.
Yeah.
And that's literally what that was. Like, this makes no sense. I believe in it. My producing partner, Kristen Kask, and we believed in it. We said, let's go.
And Kate, so when did it become part of your world?
Well, I saw it on Broadway, and I thought I really want to do that show. And I knew that I was a little crafty about it. I knew they were casting the tour, and then I ran into Barbara, one of the other producers, and said, I haven't seen Fun Home. She's like, do you want comps for Tuesday? Yes, I do. I want to go see the show on Tuesday. And by the time I left,